I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about 7 Michigan State football players have been formally charged for their roles in the post-game tunnel scuffle with Michigan players. 7 Michigan State football players have been charged for their roles in the altercation with Michigan players after the Michigan State lost 29-7 at Michigan on October 29th, 2022, according to records obtained by the Detroit Free Press. The charges range from a felonious assault to aggravated assault and battery, which are all misdemeanors. Michigan State suspended 8 players in the wake of the incident, which occurred after the teams left the field following the game. Video footage of the altercation shows an unidentified Michigan player being shoved and kicked by Michigan State players with helmets and swung as part of the fracas. I'm not going to name the names. I'm just going to, I'm not going to name the names, obviously. Let me just say blank, 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 blank. Were each charged with aggravated assault, while somebody else was charged with assault and battery. Wow. None of the 7 players charged have played since the incident. Okay, and Michigan coach, the football coach Jim Harbaugh, called for accountability following the incident and said, quote, "I can't imagine this will not result in criminal charges," unquote. Well, I believe he had that, and he was totally right. Yeah, I didn't want to name any of the players because this is, obviously things are gonna start happening here. I don't know if anyone has been like arrested or anything like that, or, but they have been formally charged. 7 players. We don't know if more charges are gonna be initiated, or who's gonna plead guilty to this stuff and who's gonna fight this stuff. But the video footage is there for a reason, and that's why these players have been charged. It's pretty clear footage. Obviously the prosecutors have even more footage. This is why they chose to go after these specific 7 players. So I don't know what the defense of gonna what the defense can argue here. It wasn't like a 2 teams were fighting each other. It was basically one Michigan football player being assaulted, right, by Michigan State football players. So it's not a good look for any of these players. I don't know how any of them get out of this case. I don't see how any of them could say it was self-defense or anything like that. So this is not a good situation. These are all kids, a learning lesson. We don't know what happened to the Michigan player. He has not been identified, if it was just one Michigan player or was it 2 Michigan players who was injured. I heard something about a nose injury, maybe a concussion, a broken nose or something like that, but that has not been confirmed. And in this story, we are not releasing the name of the Michigan player who was assaulted in this, but the names of the Michigan State players who have now been formally charged with felonious assault, aggravated assault and battery, which are misdemeanors. So we'll see what happens here. The video footage is pretty clear, and like I said, the prosecution probably has even more video footage that they're not going to show the public, that will be shown in court. It depends on who tries to fight this. And like I said, I don't think there's really any video evidence that backs up any of these Michigan State players for their actions or for like self-defense in this. This is bad. We'll see. But like I said, most likely everybody's just gonna probably plead guilty, and I don't really see any jail time happening for this. But this is not a good look for any of these players. Like they said, none of the players have played in any games since that, and I cannot imagine them going to the NFL after something like this. But we'll see. We'll see. They could probably get off, and if they just plead guilty, they could probably get back, hit the transfer. And obviously I would not imagine any of these players playing for Michigan State football ever again. I would be shocked if they did ever play for Michigan State football. But, a sad situation on both sides. I'm Jason. The world is yours. Today we had a story about 7 Michigan State football players have been charged for their roles in the post-game tunnel altercation with Michigan football players. Thank you for watching.